teaches Kyle how to disarm an enemy. Marcus also manages to fix an old radio that picks up a message from John, whose daily broadcasts are focused telling any survivors out there about the resistance and teaching people how to attack a Terminator. The next morning, Marcus finds an old car and fixes it so they can leave. An argument ensues because Kyle wants to find John in the east, but Marcus wants to head north to Skynet to learn what happened to him. They're suddenly interrupted by a Skynet scout approaching them. The trio immediately gets in the car and drives away as fast as possible, but the scout never opens fire, it just scans their faces while Kyle kicks it. Eventually the scout flies away on its own, so Marcus throws a tool at it to make it crash. All this unusual activity in Los Angeles appears on the rebels' radars, thus John sends some people to investigate. Sometime later, Marcus' group stops at a destroyed gas station to look for fuel, only to suddenly be surrounded by a group of survivors with their weapons out. They don't want to help, explaining they keep their heads down to avoid getting Skynet's attention. However, an old lady cuts in and shares some food with them. Kyle and Star immediately dig in, but it seems Marcus doesn't need it. Suddenly the building is attacked by a robot known as Harvester, which grabs the old lady before opening fire. Everyone starts running away and getting into their vehicles, and a few people get killed in the process. Some of the survivors manage to get on a truck and refuse to bring Marcus' group along, but their vehicle ends up getting shot by the Harvester too. Marcus sneaks behind the building and watches the Harvester drop the old lady in a Skynet aircraft with a bunch of other prisoners. Getting an idea, the trio gets on a truck with the tank open, leaving a trail of fuel behind them as they crash through the fence and hit the Harvester's legs, making it fall. Then they leave the tank with the robot and drive away so that Kyle can shoot the tank, but it does nothing. Luckily Star has a flare and they throw it at the fuel trail. The flames quickly reach the tank and cause a huge explosion, giving the group time to escape. Unfortunately, the Harvester comes out of the flames and releases two Moto Terminators that start chasing the trio. There are lots of abandoned cars on the road, so Kyle has to drive through them as he speeds up to avoid the enemy. The Moto Terminators easily dodge all the flying pieces of cars while Kyle moves to the back of the truck to open fire. One of the Moto